Today we're breaking down one of the simplest development strategies that consistently produces strong profits when it's done in the right suburbs. It's the knockdown rebuild. Not the version that you see in the outer suburbs, but it's the version that actually makes people money. And the reason this strategy works so well is because it removes two of the biggest headaches in developments, the subdivision and the town planning processes. So there are fewer moving parts, fewer approvals that you need to get, and far less uncertainty, which means your risk is lower. Your timelines are shorter and your numbers become far more predictable. But the real key to a successful knockdown rebuild is knowing where this strategy works and why. That's what we're unpacking step by step. Most people only associate knockdown rebuilds with the large growth corridor estates, the greenfield sites, where there's new land and brand new homes everywhere, and the supply consistently matches the demand. In those areas, developers don't earn meaningful margins. They're competing with volume builders, endless supply, and buyers who are happy breaking even just to get into a new suburb. So for clarity, this is not the strategy we're talking about. What we're talking about is doing these knockdown rebuild projects in established, tightly held, high demand suburbs. Areas where the land is limited, the turnover is low, and the buyers are consistently trying to get in. These are suburbs where brand new homes rarely hit the market. When a brand new house appears in a street full of older, dated homes, it becomes a premium product instantly. And that premium product in a short supply suburb is exactly where the margin appears. In these blue chip areas, most knockdown rebuilds are done by owner-occupiers, not developers. They build for themselves. They stay and they don't sell, which keeps the new stock off the market and makes the scarcity even more extreme and your opportunity even clearer. Compared to dual occupancy or your typical multi-townhouse development projects, knockdown rebuilds remove the painful steps. No subdivision, no density negotiations, no multi-dwelling objections, and no town planning applications. With fewer moving parts and fewer unknowns, the risk of delays drops dramatically. You're essentially delivering one house on one block, which councils rarely push back on. The trade-off is that you only get one to sell. So the resale price must be strong. That's why suburb selection for these knockdown rebuild projects is everything. By the way, if you're serious about the game, make sure that you're in our free property developer network, the Little Fish Network. There are thousands of other developers there sharing what's working right now. I've dropped the link below. Then there are the feasibilities. It's just the land price and the build price minus the expected resale price. Relative to a typical dual occupancy or multi-townhouse project, it's as simple as it gets. There's no hedging across multiple townhouses. Your entire profit sits inside that one sale. So the resale needs to be exceptional. This is why the strategy only works in suburbs where buyers are paying a premium for new homes and where brand new stock rarely appears. So, how do you find the right suburbs for these profitable knockdown rebuilds? You're looking for suburbs where brand new single dwellings are already selling for strong numbers and consistently getting healthy resales when they hit the market. That's your first clue. Buyers are paying a premium for turnkey ready-to-go homes. The second thing you're looking for is the type of block that makes sense for this strategy. The best opportunities are almost always the smaller blocks, the ones developers skip because they're too small for townhouses, but still big enough for a large, modern, high-quality home. Think roughly that 400 to 550 square meter range depending on the layout. These blocks often have an old, tired home on them that isn't worth renovating. And because townhouse developers don't chase them, you're not competing with developers who can justify paying more by fitting more homes on the same site. So the competition disappears. And even though these blocks are too small for townhouses, the homes you can put on them can still be massive. 40, 45, even 50 squares. Which is why the resale value for these homes is so strong. So the whole logic is really just two things. Find suburbs where brand new homes already sell for a higher price tag, and find the smaller blocks in those suburbs that developers aren't interested in, but owner-occupiers want. That's where the knockdown rebuild strategy works every time. There are two main reasons why these homes resell so well. Firstly, they tower over your typical townhouses. A new knockdown rebuild or standalone home in a blue chip suburb with around 5 beds, 3 or 4 bathrooms, and a large backyard will crush townhouse resale values. Secondly, they're incredibly rare. Most new homes in these suburbs never reach the market because owner-occupiers hold on to them. So when you build one specifically to sell, you're offering something buyers don't usually see. A turnkey, architecturally designed home in a suburb where no one wants to move out of. That scarcity pushes the sale price up over time. Even though a knockdown rebuild removes most of the pain, planning overlays still matter. You ideally want to avoid heritage overlays, significant vegetation overlays, flood overlays, tricky block shapes or slopes, and major constraints like unmovable power poles or protected trees. You can still get a knockdown rebuild onto these sites, but it definitely makes the strategy more complex. And the more friction with a site, the less advantage. The real reason this strategy works so well today is because it cuts out parts of the development that slow people down and catch people out. The town planning process, the subdivision process, the objections, the long delays that can blow budgets out. None of that exists when you're building one house on one block. You're giving buyers something they want more than ever, a brand new turnkey home in a premium suburb without having to go through potentially months of town planning, paperwork, and stress. A new family home in a blue chip area delivered to them with far less effort and complication has never been more desirable. And that's where the profit comes from. Buyers are willing to pay a premium for something that they want and can't find anywhere else. You're selling convenience in a suburb where convenience barely exists. Most people don't want to spend a year or two managing a build. They don't want the stress of the uncertainty. They don't want the surprises. At the end of the day, they just want the end result. So, take on the heavy lifting and remove the stress for them. And they will pay you a premium for delivering that exact home the way they wanted, without the pain of doing it themselves. And of course, if you need help with your own project, whether it's one-on-one mentoring, project management, or even finding the right site, you can call and book a call with me anytime. The link's below, along with the link to join the Little Fish Network for free. Forever. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Really appreciate you sticking around. And if you could give the video a hype and a like and make sure you subscribe, that would be amazing. It helps keep us putting out this free content. Until next time, I'm Peter Kelly. See you at the top.